What's going on everyone, Richly here, and today I'm back with another Future of Career Mode video. Today I'm taking a look at the future of Bayer Leverkusen, and as with all of the other videos in this series, I've simmed forward 5 years into the future, haven't used player training whatsoever for the purposes of this video, so the player growth is all natural, and I have of course signed players throughout the 5 seasons. So if you're new around here and you like the sound of what I'm doing here and you enjoy career mode content, please do subscribe to the channel and you'll therefore make sure that you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, as always, there's a poll in the top right hand corner of your screen and you can vote for the next team that I do in this series, and if you smash over 200 likes on this video, then I'll make sure that I have that next video out for you this weekend. So, let's get into the squad report and let's take a look at the future of Bayer Leverkusen. First of all then we've got Bernd Leno, 6'3", 29 years old, 89 rated, which is his full potential, and as you can see there, his stats are absolutely brilliant. They're all pretty much in the high 80s for goalkeeping, other than his reflexes, which still aren't bad at 83. He's also got 90 reactions and looks like a fantastic keeper. Lukas Hornig is a young German goalkeeper that we signed up, 83 rated at the age of 23, 85 reactions, 99 kicking, and he looks very good indeed. Whilst Tin Yedvai has potential of 85 and was able to get to his full potential in this 5th and final season. Very nice stats right there, and he would be a solid right back to use in the game. Whilst Morris Rosenthal is Philipp Lahm's regen, and he scored 2 goals in 21 appearances, 84 rated now at the age of 23, incredible physicals, technicals aren't too bad either, and he looks almost as good as the real deal. In fact, he's a lot better physically, so yeah, you could even argue that he's a bit better than Philipp Lahm, although that might be a bit of a contentious point. Anyway though, moving on to Mustafi, 88 rated at the age of 29. That's his full potential, so that's fantastic to see him hitting that 88 rating. 29 years old now, very good player, solid stats, 27 appearances, 6.9 average rating. Whilst Jonathan Tah is 87 rated at the age of 25, has potential of 88, so didn't quite get to that, but yeah, still a very good centre back, and as you can see there, his stats are still improving nicely. He's got 99 strength, 90 jumping, and looks like a fantastic player. Dragovic was able to hit his full potential of 85, and again looks like a very solid centre back. 27 appearances, 6.7 average rating, not too bad at all. Patrick Stout is a player that I signed up, 22 years old, 86 rated now, and looks like a monster to be honest. Look at those physicals, incredible player. I'm not too sure how tall he is. Let's have a look here. 6'2", and he's also got a 5-star weak foot as well, so he would be an absolute tank at the back, can play with both feet, very solid physically, 99 jumping, 99 strength, ridiculous, and also very good tackling as well. So yeah, if you played with this guy in game, he would be absolutely insane. Barbosa is a young Brazilian that we brought in, 73 rated at the age of 19. Not the best player in the world, but he is quite tall. Yeah, 6'6", so yeah, bit of a man mountain, and he's also quite quick as well. Moving on to Toprak now then, and he's still holding firm at an 85 rating at the age of 31, which is very good to see. 15 appearances, 7.0 average rating. Papadopoulos is now up to an 83 rating, has potential of 81, so was able to go well beyond that, and looks like a solid player. 99 jumping, 94 strength, and some good tackling stats as well. Vendel is 85 rated now at the age of 27, which is his full potential, and he looks like a very good player indeed. Louis Saliba is Patrice Evra's regen. He's currently unhappy and transfer listed, so I'm guessing there was some kind of wage dispute there, but yeah, never mind. He's 79 rated at the age of 23. He's very good physically, and his technicals are decent as well. Whilst Henriks is 82 rated at the age of 24, went up by 12 ratings. He has potential of 85, but without player training, it was always going to be quite difficult to get there, and going up 12 ratings in 5 seasons without any player training is quite impressive. Lars Bender is still holding firm at an 83 rating at the age of 32, 21 appearances and a 6.9 average rating. Whilst Bellarabi is on the decline, and he only got 1 goal in 16 appearances and a 6.2 average rating, which is quite pathetic to be honest. His stats are dropping off massively, and that is very disappointing to see. Kevin Campbell, however, is also on the decline, but look how well he did. 20 goals and 11 assists in 49 appearances. That is absolutely brilliant. He's only 83 rated, yet those stats are insane. He's on the decline, but it doesn't seem to be stopping him yet. He's 30 years old and he's still absolutely killing it. Ozyakup got to an 85 rating, has potential of 87, so unfortunately wasn't quite able to hit that, but still doing okay. 6.9 average rating and some very solid stats. Abubakar Doumbia is Yaya Touré's regen and looks brilliant, to be honest. Very good physically, nice technicals as well. 7 appearances, 6.4 average rating, and he's 81 rated already at the age of 23. Julian Brandt got to his full potential of 88, scored 20 goals and provided 19 assists in 50 appearances, which is insane. 7.4 average rating, and he's still improving nicely at the age of 25. Çalhanoğlu got to an 83 rating, 27 years old now, and not really playing. Sam Schreck is a player that I kept at the club purely for his surname. He's gone up by 16 ratings in 5 seasons, which isn't too bad at all, and for a 74 rated player, he looks very decent. 99 long passing, 90 agility, and he would probably be a pretty good player to use. Kasper Dolberg is 88 rated at the age of 23, which is his full potential. He's got 91 long shots, 99 shot power, 84 finishing, 99 volleys, some very good physical stats, and he scored 15 goals in 44 appearances. Kevin Volland was able to hit his full potential of 84, 34 appearances in this 5th and final season, scoring 5 goals in the process, and his stats look very solid. Whilst Marcus Fendrick is Ibra's regen, 78 rated at the age of 20, some very good physicals, decent technicals as well, only has 62 finishing, which is a bit disappointing, but yeah, if you were using player training you could easily work on that, and as you can see there, his volleys went up by 17 in this 5th season, and that's without any player training whatsoever. Scored 3 goals in 16 appearances, and as I say, if you worked on his finishing, I'm sure he could score a lot more than that. Boufal is 85 rated at the age of 27. Didn't quite hit his full potential of 86, but anyway, made 43 appearances, 5 goals, 2 assists, 6.7 average, and is a very solid player. And finally then we got Niang, 86 rated at the age of 26, has potential of 85, so was able to go beyond that. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very good physically, decent technicals as well, and yeah, he was an absolute god in FIFA 15, looks very good in this game as well, and I will definitely use him at some point in FIFA 17. And these are all the players that were part of the Bayer Leverkusen squad at one point or another but have now moved on. Nicholas Lom, 71 rated at 27, Hilbert is now only a 64 rating at the age of 36, Robin Tim Becker, 71 rated at the age of 24. Danny Da Costa is now at Werder Bremen and 77 rated at the age of 27. Lucas Boda, 70 rated at 24. Abu Hanna, 23 and 70 rated. Baumgartlinger, 77 rated at the age of 33. Marlon Frey is now at Nuremberg and he's 74 rated at the age of 25. Robbie Kruse moved on to Freiburg and he's now only a 70 rating. Havertz is 76 rated at the age of 22. Aranguiz is 78 rated at 32. Yurchenko is 75 rated at the age of 27 and now playing for Freiburg. Memedi is 78 rated at 30 and he's at Hamburg. Joel Pojampalo, or however you say that name, is now 76 rated at the age of 26. Hernandez has gone back to Spain and he's now at Sevilla, 78 rated at the age of 33. And finally, we've got Mario Balotelli. I signed him in the January transfer window of the first season. Played him for a few seasons, then moved him on in season 4. He's now at Dortmund, 81 rated and 30 years old. He was pretty decent, but by the time we got to the 4th season, he was no longer good enough to play in the first team. Wasn't getting any football, he was unhappy and I decided to move him on. Time to take a look at what the team was able to accomplish in these 5 seasons of simulation now then, and in the first season, the board expected Bayer Leverkusen to finish in the top 4, reach the DFB Pokal last 16 and the Champions League quarter-finals. They only got to the last 16 in the Champions League, but they did win the DFB Pokal, so went beyond expectation in that competition and just about managed to meet expectations in the league, finishing in 4th place. Kevin Volland was the best player in the team with 21 goals and 8 assists. Bayern won the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen, as I said before, won the DFB Pokal, beating Frankfurt 1-0 in the final. The Champions League was won by Juventus as they beat PSG in the final 3-2. Manchester United beat Roma 1-0 in the Europa League. And in terms of the top 4 in Germany, it consisted of Bayern on 73 points, Schalke on 67, Dortmund on 66, and Bayer Leverkusen on 62. And in the second season, the expectation was now for Bayer Leverkusen to win the league and reach the finals of both the DFB Pokal and the Champions League. They did get to the Champions League final, but in the DFB Pokal, they got knocked out in the second round. In the Bundesliga though, things went a lot better than they did in the first season, and Bayer Leverkusen finished the season as champions. Schkodran was the top goalscorer with 23, Bellarabi got the most assists with 9. The DFB Pokal was ultimately won by Bayern Munich as they beat Red Bull Leipzig 3-0 in the final. The Champions League was won by Real Madrid as they beat Bayer Leverkusen 4-3 in the final on penalties. And over in the Europa League, Inter Milan beat Bordeaux 3-0. And in terms of the top 4 in Germany, as I said before, Bayer Leverkusen won the league. They finished with 77 points. Wolfsburg came second with 70. Dortmund were third with 67, and Bayern dropped to 4th place, finishing with 66 points. And in the third season, the expectation once again remained the same, as the board once again expected Bayer Leverkusen to win the league and reach the cup finals of both the DFB Pokal and the Champions League. This time though, the team delivered on all fronts. They won the Champions League, they got to the DFB Pokal final, and they once again won the Bundesliga. In the DFB Pokal, they lost the final 1-0 against Hanover. In the Champions League though, they beat Juventus 2-1 in the final. And in the Bundesliga, they finished top of the table with 83 points. Dortmund was second with 78. Wolfsburg was third with 69. And Frankfurt finished 4th with 58 points. With Bayern finishing way down the table in 7th place. Real Madrid won the Europa League as they beat West Ham 3-1 in the final. And in terms of the best players for Bayer Leverkusen, Julian Brandt and Schkodran both got 18 goals, and Kevin Campbell provided 9 assists. And in the 4th season, Bayer Leverkusen won their 2nd consecutive Champions League trophy as they beat Liverpool 2-1 in the final. They also won the Bundesliga for the 3rd season in a row, but they were expected to win the treble, and they couldn't quite deliver that as Dortmund won the DFB Pokal. Manchester City won the Europa League as they beat Chelsea 1-0 in the final. Julian Brandt was the best player for Leverkusen with 25 goals and 11 assists, whilst the top 4 consisted of Bayer Leverkusen on 74 points, Dortmund in 2nd on 72, Hoffenheim in 3rd with 68 points, and Bayern were back in the top 4 with 67 points. Taking a look at what happened in the 5th season now then, and Bayer Leverkusen won their 4th consecutive Bundesliga title. Bayern was 2nd, Dortmund 3rd, and Wolfsburg finished in 4th. Julian Brandt scored the most goals in the Bundesliga. He also provided the most assists, and Leverkusen absolutely dominated the stats charts as Bernd Leno kept the most clean sheets. Hoffenheim won the DFB Pokal as they beat Bayern Munich 5-4 on penalties in the final. Cancelo and Dembele scored the most goals in the DFB Pokal. Johannes Geist provided the most assists, and there were 3 goalkeepers that kept 2 clean sheets. The European Super Cup was won by Bayer Leverkusen, and the team also reached their 4th consecutive Champions League final, where they were beaten by Barcelona. Paco Alcacer scored the most goals in the Champions League, Juan Mata provided the most assists, and Hugo Lloris kept the most clean sheets. And over in the Europa League, Valencia beat PSG 3-2 in the final. Bakambu and Cartabia were the top goal scorers in the Europa League, Anor provided the most assists, and Kevin Trapp kept the most clean sheets. Also, I'll take a quick look around Europe and see if much has changed in the last 5 years. Over in Austria, Salzburg are the champions, Standard Liège are the best team in Belgium, Copenhagen are the champions of Denmark, finishing 10 points above Midtjylland. Manchester United are now the best team in the Premier League, PSG are still by far the best team in France. Bayer Leverkusen are of course the dominant team in Germany, Napoli are now the best team in Italy, Ajax are the champions of the Netherlands, Molde are the best team in Norway, Poznan are the champions of Poland, Porto are the best team in Portugal, Dundalk won the title in Ireland, Spartak Moscow are by far the best team in Russia, Celtic are still absolutely smashing it in Scotland, not much seems to have changed in Spain, Malmo are the best team in Sweden, Basel won the title by 26 points in Switzerland, and finally Fenerbahce are the best team in Turkey. So I'll finish off the video there. Don't forget to vote in the poll in the top right hand corner of your screen if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you again next time.